Hello guys, welcome back. How was everyone's weekend? Hello Jenny, hello Dover. Oh my gosh, Sunday chores? No, no, we don't like that. You went to QuakeCon yesterday, it was really cool. That does sound cool. What did you do on your weekend, Jenny? It seems like you had a lovely outgoing weekend. Thank you, Dover. Thank you for the quacks. Um, we do have some new music, so let me know if anything is too loud. We'll see how we go, guys. I am going to work on my mustard illustration, guys. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy that. This is actually part of a herb and spice jar series, so it's a bit of a process, guys. Bit of a process, but we'll get there. We'll get there in the end. All right. So, guys, did you guys see on my Instagram stories they made a mini version of the Sendak? Peg and AW actually created one. They only made two. It was supposed to just be a really like one-off thing. But a lot of people have been commenting that they actually think it could be very useful for travel and stuff because they find that even the mini can be a little bit too big. And I agree. I feel like I would definitely get use out of having a more mini version of the mini. So I hope they actually make it into a proper product. I've been leaving comments for them and asking them to please, please, please make it a real thing. I hope they make it in black because my little goth heart will be so happy if they do. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. Pretty freaking exciting. Also, oh gosh. I actually got the cutest little moth, guys, for my birthday yesterday. I shared my little moth friend in my Instagram stories. It's so cute. It's made by an Etsy seller. I should probably go get this little guy and show you guys. So I will be right back. Here we go, guys. This is the little mothy that I got for my birthday, guys. How freaking cute! That is just absolutely adorable. I'm still just like obsessing over him. See if I can show you guys up close down here. Look, guys, he's actually so beautiful. Well, I've called it a her because I feel like she looks like a little Selkie. And she just looks like she's, I don't know, a little girl moth for some reason. But look at her pretty wings, guys. Like, she has the most absolutely beautiful wings, and she's got this gorgeous fluff. So she has been hanging on my keychain. She's made with like those pipe cleaners. I think that is so creative. And I was going to like put her on my throne wish list, but my husband spotted her like before I was even able to do that. And she's so cute. She's so freaking cute. I know. You have something similar to show me, you'll send me pics. No worries, Dover. No worries. I'm gonna try to find the Etsy seller. Moth keychain Etsy because I really want to try to promote this person if we can. Thank you. Moth Kitchen. Why is my internet so damn slow? I can't even browse. Is the stream okay, guys? I hope so. I hope so. I might, oh, I found her. Oh, I found her, guys. Heck yes. Pool on Saturday and Disney Springs today. Super fun, busy weekend. Oh, I forgot. It's like still weekend there for you guys. Yeah, that sounds so awesome. That sounds super awesome. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm gonna show you the Etsy seller. This is where we got her from. So she is sold by Wee Wee Funko Studio. And she comes in like many colors. Sorry, my internet is like really, really slow, guys. She comes in many colors, as you guys can tell. Like the pinks and the purples as well. But I will drop a link in the chat if you guys would like to go get your own little moth friend and support this artist as well. So we really like buying things from, you know, handmade artists because I just feel like it's so much cooler supporting someone who actually makes things with their hands and spends time on things. It's so much more precious than just like buying a random thing. And there is so much detail in this little mothy, guys. Like, she is so well made. She feels so cute. And she actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, if the light catches it right, she actually has galaxy eyes. Like, you cannot tell. It looks black, but it's not really black. She has like a bluish tint to her eyes, and there's like little stars inside. It's so cute. But yes, she's going to help today. And we are working on my mustard illustration, guys. My mustard illustration. Heck yes. Heck yes. I'm very excited because I've wanted to work on this piece for quite a while now. And I just feel like it's been dragging on for way too long, so I'm really looking forward to getting it done. So cute! Thank you! Thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for all the comments and things you guys are leaving me on Patreon. I'm trying to make Patreon like my new Instagram. I'm actually following artists that I'm a fan of on Patreon and finding it so much nicer that there is no algorithm, there are no ads. You just have like a nice chronological feed. You've got a nice app on your phone and you can just like scroll. It is something to celebrate, really. You can just scroll everywhere and you know, see art that you really love. It's so cool. And no more ads. So I'm actually using Patreon now to keep in touch with the artists that I love. And I'm trying to use my Patreon in the same way where everything I do, I am sharing on there. And obviously patrons get earlier access than everyone else. And sometimes more exclusive access to some things. So does he have a name? I haven't named her yet. I'm still thinking. I like the idea of Luna. Like, I don't know why. It's just like Luna seems like a cute name for her because, I don't know. It always feels like a mothy name to me. But yeah, she hangs on my bag now. My little keychain bag. And along with my little cloud plushie. But yes. Guys, if you actually want to keep in touch with artists nowadays, get Patreon. Sadly, Ko-fi doesn't have an app. I was actually looking into getting Ko-fi rather than Patreon at one point. I've been loyal to Patreon for a long time, so I don't really want to move because that means like moving all my stuff over. And the one thing I dislike about Ko-fi is it doesn't actually have an app of its own. So people have to, you know, choose to go to the websites and look at your content. Whereas, you know, if you have an app, you just load up the app and you scroll through all the new content. I just find that so much more convenient, which is why I chose to be on Patreon. And I really wish that all the artists I follow would at least put their free content on Patreon. Like they don't have to actually, you know, provide tiers or rewards. You can just join for free and follow someone for free on Patreon. And that's what I'm doing with pretty much everyone. So it's really cool way to follow now. But yes, guys, we gotta make some progress on this. I gotta get somewhere. Let me know what you guys think of the new songs. There's going to be a lot of new songs today. So hopefully they're nice and you guys enjoy them. I included a lot of variety. So yeah. Do you name all your plushies, Jenny? Do you give them names? I need to find the mustard flower reference again. Mustard flower. Let's see. Oh, come on. No. Oh goodness. My internet is actually abysmally slow right now. I have no idea why. Yeah. We'll get there, guys. We will get there. So, one thing I'm not really being the way these tips of these leaves feel, I kind of want to make them a little bit more pointy. I don't know. They just feel out of place with everything else, so I'd like to make them feel a little bit more considered, if that makes sense. Slightly more considered. Oh, I was wanting to ask you guys, do any of you guys have a favorite YouTube channel? Preferably something, you know, with a relevant theme to us, like something gothic or something creative or anything like that. But do you have a favorite like YouTube channel that you enjoy watching? I'm looking for just a lot more YouTube channels, I guess, to subscribe to and check out. I obviously have a couple of my own that I really love. There's an artist called, she's actually an illustrator artist called Fran Menzies, and she's really good. I love watching her process and just seeing everything she gets up to in a month. I really enjoy her vlogs. So she's one of my favorites. I think she's probably the reason I started wanting to get into vlogs in the first place. Because the way that she vlogged just kind of made it feel very genuine and not like it had to be this incredibly pre-planned thing that you had to stage. And at the time I didn't really have, you know, a good way of well, I didn't have a lot of time to make vlogs, so I really just wanted to have it be kind of like part of my process, I suppose. So it was really nice seeing that there is actually a way to actually be super time consuming and super staged and needing to like scope out every aspect of it, which, you know, videos do. Creating videos takes a lot of time, guys. It really does. I think it used to take me 30 hours a month per video. I think it now takes me a lot less. Like, I haven't checked in a while, but I don't believe my vlogs take that long anymore. I found ways to sort of optimize it slightly, so I can go have a look. Would you like to name your stuffies? Some of them already come with names, but the ones that don't, you normally do. Aww. Sometimes It's funny. Sometimes I come up with the most uncreative names for my plushies. Sometimes I call them just like my bear plushie is just called Barry, and it just was so cute to me that I didn't want to name him anything else, so he's now Barry. And I know that that's probably like really uncreative, but I don't care. It makes me happy. And Barry is like super loved. Barry is my IKEA bear plushie, and Barry kept my grandma company the entire time that she was visiting here. He shared her bed with her the entire time, and so now Barry kind of smells like my grandma's beautiful perfume. And every time I get to hug Barry now, it's like memories of hugging my grandma. It's like so amazing. Um, I'll be honest, like I was missing Barry a lot of the time that she was here because she was here for about 6 months, and I didn't get to have Barry that whole time. And sometimes I would be like, I really miss Barry right now. But I'm really glad that I let Barry stay with my grandma. Um, she really enjoyed him, and now I get to have like the lovely memory of Barry having spent time with grandma. So that's special. That is super special. Okay, so let me see. Report. So I basically time track every aspect of my business, guys. I time track literally everything. I don't know why, guys. I'm like obsessed with statistics of things, and I guess I just really enjoy monitoring, like if something takes too much of my attention or something. What the heck? Surely there is like what? Oh gosh, that's why. All right, we're gonna do last month. Last month, and we'll see how much time I spent on the vlog. So last month it was only about 10 hours. It was really it was I really cut down on the time. And I've been trying to do that every month, like spend less and less time on my vlogs, because I don't want to be I'm not a vlogger, I'm an artist, and I really want the emphasis of most of my time to be on actually creating new art. Like when I'm here on Twitch, right? Even though I'm streaming to you guys, I'm still creating. I'm still able to do the thing that is my main focus. So it really helps. You don't know if you'd be missing something I'd like to watch, if you'd be something I'd like to watch, but the YouTubers that you watch all the time, or Spooky Time Pizza, who is another Twitch video game or horror game streamer that you really like. You watch Sam and Colby there, Ghost Hunters, and then you started watching a YouTuber named Sam Todd, and she travels all around collecting Pandora jewelry, going to Disneyland. She's more of a life blogger. That sounds so cool. I follow vloggers that are not artists as well, so like they don't need to be artists. Obviously, like it feels more interesting, I guess, if they are, but definitely like DM me some of these. I'd be really interested. Something you would really love, Jenny. You would love this artist, but you would also really love this artist's video content. You may have actually come across it, to be honest. Oh gosh, I did not mean for that to link to my Ko-fi. I just logged into my Ko-fi again the other day. I'm so sorry, guys. I do not have an active Ko-fi. Do not go to Ko-fi. It's like I'm supporting Charles on there. I'm not actually. Oh gosh. I'm on Patreon, guys, not Ko-fi. Not Ko-fi. But yeah, there's some amazing artists on Ko-fi as well, guys. Like I've gone and supported Charles on there, and his work is so amazing. I don't know if you guys recently saw, but Charles actually drew me, drew a portrait of me on his live stream. So I shared that on my Insta stories. It was so friggin' cool. You know what's interesting, guys? I've been recently watching The Bear, the TV show The Bear, and since like yesterday, Toba. I recently watched The Bear with my husband, and there's this guy called Fack in the TV show, and he's such an interesting personality. Like he's so quirky, and he's like clearly a bit of a mess, but so interesting. He's like probably the most lovable character in the entire show. And we recently found out he actually is a chef in real life. He has his very own cooking show. It's so cool. Thank you for the follow, Nerd. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Worth missing him. I know, I know. You also watch a few other Twitch streamers that you like on YouTube. Well, send me any that have interesting YouTube channels. I feel like I once heard this thing, right? That apparently most people are either YouTubers or they are streamers, but rarely both. And the reason for that, so YouTube is incredibly time consuming, like curating a strong YouTube channel. And so people just rarely have the time to do both. And I honestly, I get that. Before I set up a lot of things in my workflow, I don't actually think I would have had like time for it. So that's probably why. But yeah, I think that makes it really difficult for you know, people to do both because they're already live so much of the time creating YouTube content, and you can't actually just, you know, convert that into a YouTube video. Like your Twitch streams are very different. For a long time, all I did was you know, repost my live streams onto Twitch, onto YouTube, and it just, like, obviously, why would people follow that? People wouldn't be interested in that, right? They want to see something curated, something else. Otherwise, they're just going to watch your live streams. So eventually, I always knew in the back of my mind that I wanted my YouTube channel to be something different than just like a repost of my Twitch videos. And so I think it was, what, 2 years ago? I think I've been consistently making YouTube videos now for 2 years, roughly. And it wasn't easy. Like the first few, I would say like especially the first 6 months, it was very much like hit and miss, figuring out what to do, how to do it. And I've really changed my entire process to make it a lot quicker. And that's really helped. So I'm really glad. But I would say probably the most helpful thing for me has been getting the right cameras. And I know everyone probably says, like, you know, your gear doesn't matter. It's the ideas and all that. And I agree. Like, you can just make videos with what you've got. You don't need to buy anything. But what helped me a lot was getting like this DJI Osmo camera. This thing like literally revolutionized how I vlog. It is so quick and easy to just pull that thing out. And the main reason I found I wasn't vlogging was just because I'm an artist, right? Like I don't really spend time. I don't want to be a video editor. I want to be doing this right here. And if anything is taking up too much of my time, I will just not do it. So if I can like flick out a camera and it like literally takes me a couple of seconds to take a clip, that's fine. Like I'll make some content. But don't make it get in the way of my art. So that camera really helped alleviate a lot of those issues for me. Because the front-facing camera of the iPhone is just like terrible. It's so bad. So bad. So I would always like try to switch the camera around to get it all set up, flip it, and like do the whole setup, and it would just like take ages to get like a good quality video. So I eventually just gave up and was like, I just need this camera right now. I probably wouldn't recommend that camera for anyone that wants to like do serious vlogging. Like if you're wanting to be an actual like professional vlogger and you're not like an art vlogger like myself, you're wanting to like do stuff like Life of Reza or whatever, then probably that isn't the right camera for you for a couple of reasons. For one, it just like obviously it's never going to match a DSLR, and I feel like if you are not an art vlogger, you should be like taking videos with a DSLR. Like what the heck, what else are you doing, right? A DSLR just really gets in the way of you know, creating art when you have to like do all the setup. But if you have time, if like vlogging is your thing, your main thing, then I think you can really like get those creative juices flowing and like really let loose and just plan everything, like plan the scenery around you, all of that sort of thing. And I think that's where you will start enjoying being creative. Like vlogging can be so creative if you wanted it to be. But yeah, I just truly think that someone focused on that should take that opportunity. But for myself, being a little art vlogger, I don't want it to be too time consuming. So this camera has been really great for that. I mean, something like what Sunshine does? What do you mean what Sunshine does, Dover? We don't have to pour in thousands of dollars for ridiculously high-end stuff, but there's always the bare minimum, and that depends on your work style and content, and of course, your own personal choices. Exactly. Like, I would say, to be quite honest, like, this camera that I've got, it doesn't take better quality footage than my iPhone does. In fact, my iPhone probably actually takes slightly better footage than that camera, if anything. So, you know, at the end of the day, you gotta just understand like what it is you are trying to get out of a product. For me, it was like ease of use. I wanted it to be like instant, quick and easy, like decent quality when it's filming me, and really quick and easy to pull out. So yeah, it just really depends. I think that's what makes it really hard. Like sometimes you think, oh, I just got to find out what everyone else uses and I'll just buy that and I'll be fine. That's not really the case. Like I did actually look into buying proper DSLR cameras for vlogging, right? Because I wanted better quality and I wanted something front facing. And I would have been so terribly disappointed. Like, can you guys imagine me going around, right, to a wildlife park with this like massive DSLR, just like carrying it around, looking at me? Like, that is super awkward, right? Not gonna work. Not gonna work. So yeah, like there's use cases for everything, I think. Sunshine's YouTube content reviewing art material. Yeah, exactly. Like what Sunshine does, she's got like really nice cameras, and because they're always like pretty much set up in the right place for her, you know, she doesn't have to worry about that setup. But if she started vlogging, for example, she'd probably love using the DJI camera that I've got. So it really just depends what kind of vlog are you making. Also, guys, don't forget, we have the sub and patron only live stream on tomorrow at 8:15 my time. You guys can go and check the schedule. I don't know why I didn't post the schedule. It should have posted the schedule in the chat. If you type in exclamation mark schedule, you can see, guys. But yeah, turn on notifications for that if you guys are a sub or a patron, because you guys will get access to the exclusive live stream. I'll be working on Poogie and Phoebe tomorrow, and there's only one of these live streams in a month, so definitely be sure to catch it. Also, I would probably encourage you guys to draw alongside me during that live stream. So if any of you guys want to, you know, bring a sketchbook of your own, we will actually have it be like a lot more cozy and personal. You don't have to. You can just come and watch and tag along just like a normal live stream. But because we are going to be like a smaller group of subs and patrons only, I would really encourage you guys, if you wanted to do a drawing alongside me, if you can, if you know time allows for you to do that, and you want to like share your work or whatever, then this is like a great way to be creative together. We'll only do it once a month, so if you want to see it as like a little bit of a challenge to stay creative once a month, then that's fantastic. Hello, Morty. Hello, how are you? Welcome, welcome. It's so cold, guys. I've turned the heater on a little bit more. Oh, guys, I started watching the new series of Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan. It's freaking freezing, right? Freaking freezing. I'm not a huge fan, guys, I'll be honest. I don't know. It just like it's not bad. It's really not bad, guys. I would still encourage you guys to watch it. It's worth the watch. But I guess I just feel like every time I watch the Wednesday series, it kind of feels to me like she loses her main essence. Like, it's almost like they tried to make Wednesday Addams palpable for normies, if that makes sense. Like, they're reducing all the quirky, eccentric aspects of Wednesday and they're making it kitsch, making it very, very kitsch. You're sick of winter. Where are you? You got your pen ready? You're going to draw on your iPad? Yes, nice, Jenny. What are you gonna draw? Do you have anything in mind? Are you gonna try to like maybe draw a little witch with me? Because I'm gonna be drawing a little witch. She's so far gone from Wednesday, she's practically Friday. The Friday series. We'll call it the Friday series, I guess. It's like, look, I love so many things they've done with the show, right? I really do. And I want to love it. I really want to love it. What I just don't like is like it feels like every episode they send me on this roundabout puzzle figuring journey and like problem solving journey, and it just almost feels super staged, if that makes sense. That's always the hard part for you, is thinking of a concept, so you are probably just going to draw a witch, so it's in the same theme. Are you going to draw a little piglet, or are you going to create a different familiar for your little witch? Could be a piglet. What would your familiar be if you had a familiar, Jenny? Wednesday cross Nancy Drew. I actually like Nancy Drew. I really like Nancy. She's cool. She's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I always feel like if you are going to critique something though, you have to also provide constructive criticism about how you would improve it. And it's really hard. Like, I gave it some thought, like, how would I actually have improved the Wednesday series? I don't know if you guys know, but there's like a skit, a YouTube skit of Adult Wednesday, right? And I'm pretty sure it got removed for copyright reasons, obviously. But there was this girl that made YouTube videos of Grown Up Wednesday, basically. And she posted these skits on YouTube. And don't get me wrong, they were terribly made. The camera angles were terrible. It was like shaky cam. It was like lacking in the directing, what to say, everything. It was like lacking in every aspect, right? You could tell it was super unpolished and it was, yeah, needing some professional assistance. Um, but I felt like when I watched those skits, I felt like that the pure essence of what adult grown up Wednesday should be. She captured like that perfect balance of this spooky nature without making it feel kitsch or tacky or pretendy or anything. And she did a really good job of doing that. So she managed to capture that essence really well in how she portrayed Wednesday. Um, I think part of why is they didn't try to make the show be appealing to like mass audiences. They just tried to recreate what they felt Wednesday was. And I feel like the difference between that and the current Wednesday series is just they are trying to obviously make it popular and appealing to the masses, which I think is what is currently diminishing its effect, I guess. So I don't know if you guys have seen that Wednesday series, the YouTube skit, but unfortunately I think it's taken down now and I can't show you guys. But yeah, it was really cool. Really cool. I feel like they should have hired that girl to be Grown Up Wednesday, or at least like had her be a part of the show, because like she did such a great job of portraying Wednesday. The things I do like about the Wednesday show, because there definitely are things I do like. I love how they dress Wednesday. I think they do such a good job of making her have like the same uniform as the other students, but then hers is like just that little bit more goth. I love Enid. I love that they added such a polarizing character, like opposite to Wednesday. It's so cool to see the two bounce off of each other. They're so different, but also they gel so well. I think that's really cool. So I love that. Um, what else do I love Thing. I love how they portrayed Thing. He's really cool. I guess he's not like a really hard character to like portray because he doesn't really talk or anything, but I love how they incorporated Thing into the show. He's really cool. So I'll say that. What else do I love? I've only just got to the point where I've met Pugsley, so I don't know a lot about him just yet. So a bit early to tell, because I've only really watched the first, I think, 3-ish episodes of the new season. So I have yet to tell how Pugsley's going to like turn out. Yeah. Oh, I also love the fact that they got Catherine Zeta-Jones to play freaking Morticia. That is so cool. She's like literally one of my favorite actresses, so heck yeah. Heck yeah. Love that. Alright, we're just gonna go into an ad, so I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. Because yeah, we're just about to enter this ad. You read Nancy Drew books as a kid, they're so cool. You think there's a show based on them too, but not as popular? Not to brag, but the imagination and scenes triggered in your mind from the books were better than the show they could have made. Honestly, Dora, I feel like that is super common. I feel like that's why a lot of people actually dislike watching movies or books they've read, because they manage to just concoct this really cool visual experience for themselves based on their own imagination, and then the movie just doesn't live up to that or isn't what they wanted it to be. So I think that's like super common. That was a good move, yeah, like yin and yang. Exactly, exactly. And I think that the way they dress, what's her name again? Uh, the little werewolf girl. Gosh, I just said it like minutes earlier. Anyway, the way they dress her, Enid, Enid, the way they dress Enid is really cool as well. I love it. Absolutely love it. Also good on them for hiring Christina Ricci for some role at least. Yeah, exactly. I was kind of hoping they would recast her in some capacity, but just like given the role they gave her in the last episode, I think that that wouldn't really work very well. You have yet to watch Wednesday, but am sold from this convo. Yeah. Um, it's it's good. It's good. Look, it's definitely worth a watch. Stranger Things, I would say, was like honestly much better. Much better. But like I said, I wonder whether me having watched those YouTube skits of Grown Up Wednesday probably gave me like different expectations of what I wanted this show to be. And obviously it wasn't what they did. And so maybe that's kind of why I am more disappointed in it than most, I guess. So many leaves, guys. I've got like tons and tons of leaves to draw. You loved it. Exactly. It's a must-see show. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a must-see show. And I think don't be like me. Don't watch the skits, guys. Just watch the show and you will probably be very happy. Probably be very happy. I think some of Tim Burton's best work for me is definitely like I love his Alice in Wonderland series. Oh my gosh. Um I love what he did with like Johnny Depp. I love that he always works with like these really quirky artists. Gio, hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, like he works with like these really quirky actors And I really love that. So yeah. We're getting there, guys. I'm so happy that I'm finally able to continue with like my main projects and stuff, because I feel like so many of my projects just got put on the back burner when my grandma was visiting, and it was like kind of sad seeing them collecting dust for a while. So I'm really glad I can pick up where I left off and just sort of dust them off a bit, get them going, see them make some progress, guys. It feels good. Feels really good. So Jenny, do you have favorite things to draw when you're creative? Damn. Oh my gosh, Princess Sparkle Farts! Hello! Guys, this amazing person right there, I named a plushie after you, Princess Sparkle Fart. And this is like so cute because you gave me like the perfect name for my plush unicorn. I am forever grateful. Forever grateful. There's a plushie named after you now. That was so cool. I was like, when you came into my stream with that name, I was like, that is like one of the coolest usernames I have ever seen. I need to name a plush after you. So there we go. We've got a plush named Princess Sparkleflats, guys. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. How have you been, Princess? How have you been? No, you're the best. You're the best. Oh my gosh. I think we can actually finish this one today, guys. Got a little bit left to do, but I reckon we'll get there. We will succeed. We will finish the mustard, guys. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I love its windy roots. Heck yeah. Doing okay, drinking some matcha and enjoying some fresh air. Nice. What time is it there? I'm good. I'm good. I had a lovely weekend. My husband bought me this really cute little moth keychain for my birthday. So I got absolutely spoiled. We also went out to like an amazing, my favorite restaurant, my favorite ever restaurant. And it's like this cozy farmhousey style place, with just really like vegetable focused foods. They also have meat, but I always order vegetables when I go there. I actually always prefer ordering vegetable dishes when I go out. I find meat dishes tend to just, to me at least, feel like a grind to get through. I don't know. I don't really like eating meat that much. Um, so yeah, I prefer vegetable dishes, and whenever I go to this place, like they really put so much effort into their vegetable dishes. Um, I had like a beetroot, like a meatball, like a patty, a beetroot patty. It was so good. Happy birthday! Thank you, big Leo energy. Yes, my birthday was actually on the 5th. But because my husband couldn't get like the day off, you know, we were both like working. Well, I took the day off. I spent it with my mum, but he had to be working. So we usually just celebrate our birthdays on the closest weekend after our birthdays. And so yeah, we had a lovely outing on Saturday, going to this place to eat, and it was really cool. Really cool. I enjoyed it. They also have like a lovely garden you can walk through when you're there. So it's not only a restaurant, but you can like buy plants there and stuff and walk through the gorgeous garden. And they have these they look like giant bonsai, but like giant trees that they've like beautifully cut and trimmed and grown into a shape. And I always find those so gorgeous. One of my dreams is to have like a massive goldfish pond with as many goldfish in as I can possibly dream to have, because I'm like actually addicted to goldfish. And I want to make like a Japanese themed garden, because I just love Japanese themed stuff. I think it's so cool. And I'd love to have a Japanese themed goldfish pond. That would be so sick. So sick. With like bonsai trees. Heck yeah. It was amazing. Yes, exactly. Do you guys like Japanese like furniture, Japanese architecture? What do you guys think? Oh, guys, I actually even forgot. My goldfish laid eggs on the weekend. I didn't even realize, but they laid eggs on the weekend. It was like all over this filter over here. And when I was like cleaning their tank yesterday, I saw this white stuff, and I was like, oh damn, this looks like fungus in my goldfish tank. And I got really worried, like, why is there fungus growing in my goldfish tank? That is really concerning. And then when I looked closer, it was like these tiny little balls, round balls. And I've had snail eggs before, but I don't have snails in this tank. So I was like, these are baby goldfish eggs. Like, I got really excited, guys. Really excited. Chances are they probably won't hatch, because goldfish eggs are really difficult to hatch. Like you have to do a lot of things, and also the babies are like really weak. Most of them don't make it. So I'm probably getting my hopes up, and they're going to be all dashed. But one can dream and hope, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm dreaming and hoping that I might get baby goldies. I don't know which goldies were the ones that made babies together. It could even be like multiple, because like the female goldie just like releases the eggs, and then the male goldie just like releases, you know, sperm and fertilizes them. So like if both males did that, then it could be like two dads and one mom. And so it could be like a variety of babies. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, because I wasn't there. But yeah. It's really exciting, guys. It's really, really exciting. So currently I have them in a very small net, and they are in my betta fish's tank. I haven't actually shown you guys pretty much anything of my better fish. There's going to be a lot about my better fish in the vlog this month. So if you guys don't already follow me on YouTube, do go check it out. I share a monthly vlog on there of pretty much everything that I do. So if you guys enjoy vlogs, artsy vlog content, it's basically like a dark academia art vlog, guys. That's what I'm aiming for it to be, at least. So yeah, I will share a lot about my better fish in the art vlog as well. It always, pretty much my art vlog always includes animals in some capacity. Like, it's always got a bunch of Zazu in there. It's always got like at least some goldfish videos. Hello, a little Sambo, how are you? Welcome. But yeah, it's got a little bit of everything. I'm always trying to improve as well, so if you guys like have any recommendations on like how I can improve my videos, let me know. I'm always learning. Obviously, like, you get a lot of people leaving really nasty comments on there as well. Like, I've had like the rudest comments on my YouTube videos, guys. Like, all my life, I really haven't had that many bad comments on Instagram. Like, there's been a few, but gosh, in like my short time that I've been making YouTube videos, the comments have been ruthless. Yeah, I know. Hello, Haz. I know, right? YouTube comments are like a whole different level of bullying or whatever. Because like I've been on social media now publicly in this capacity for probably almost like 12, 15 years now, I think. And yeah, I mean, I've had literally everything from like stalkers to terrible comments to copycats to like literally everything, and they all come and go. Like, if any of you guys are content creators out there, I will just say this: they all come and go. Don't take it too seriously, because like it might feel like your whole world is like crushing down at the time. Now I don't really think about it for more than 2 seconds, because I've been through so many of those things that they're all in the past, and I know that any new ones that come up are all just also going to be in the past. So if it makes you feel better, if you've ever made like a public account and gotten rude comments or anything, don't worry about it. Like, really, don't worry about it. The people that give good criticism, right, they're going to be very kind about it, and definitely like try to take their critique on board as much as you can. When I was working at this like restaurant once, I was a graphic designer there, and I was managing all their social media. And one of the best pieces of advice that I ever got, right, was the customers that complain are actually some of your best customers. And the reason why is people, like, if you're at a restaurant, right, and you don't like something, and you take time to go and complain about it, then you care more than somebody who just came, was upset and left and will never come again. Like, there's a reason you are complaining. For the most part, you are taking time out of your day to leave something for that company to improve upon, right? So, like, obviously there's a balance. Like, if someone is just going to leave like a really trashy comment, then obviously they are not trying to be helpful in any way. But definitely do listen to critique that you get. I know when I was younger, oh gosh, like, when you're young and you're just starting out, I feel like you reach this point where you just think you're amazing. Like, you've got it all figured out, your art's perfect, you don't need to change, and you reach this almost like egotistical space for a while. It only lasts so long, right? And I think it's when your skill level reaches a certain point that you never thought it would reach, and you know just enough, but you don't know all of it, and you don't know what there is to know still. So you get to that point where you stop trying to learn, you stop trying to take things on board as much. And thankfully, we don't stay in that place. Well, hopefully, we don't stay in that place. Ideally, you want to get to a place where you keep learning all the time. Because if you stop learning, gosh, I think that's like the worst thing that can ever happen. Honestly, the worst thing. Because I think learning and constantly improving is what makes art so enjoyable. If you were just able to churn out an amazing thing every day, it would become very boring very quickly. Hello, Chaz. I have not watched it yet. No. You are also on my mailing list. Thank you, Princess. You are totally DA and Goblin Core. What does that mean? Little Sam, hello. How are you? Dark Academia is absolutely your vibe. Well, happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. That's what we're going for here pretty much all the time. So sadly, a lot of the time people who complain are working through some kind of self-esteem issues. There's value in what they tell you. It's a real hard skill to take that value in that. You're right though, there is value in such comments. Exactly. Like sometimes if someone leaves a really rude comment to me, I will try to sort of filter through it. Like I will try to get the gist of the actual critique, like try to see, is there actually something this person really means? Like, is there something valuable I can get out of this rude comment? Because sometimes you can actually translate something that's being terribly written into a constructive critique, right? And I think it helps to do that. One of the recent comments I got on YouTube, it was super harsh and it was like written in such a cruel way. And I responded to it, right, in a nice way. I never got a comment back because obviously I guess this person just felt really bad or, you know, didn't care much. But I actually really appreciated the meaning behind their critique. I think that they gave me something to think about and something to focus on improving. And it definitely was something that I reflected on. I was like, well, actually, they do have a point, and it's something that I have tried to figure out and have been concerned about in my videos, and I tried to focus on that, and I think I did manage to work on it, and it's definitely something I keep taking into account. We shouldn't take all of it into account. There are definitely going to be those people that just want to run you down, but I think sometimes even the mean comments we can look at and be like, well, how can I get something out of this? Just don't ever change anything that's changing your voice or personality or who you are because of a comment. I think our goal should always be trying to be the most us that we can be. And that is surprisingly hard, guys. Like, everything is unscripted, right? Everything that we are trying to move towards as artists is, there's no road. We have to make the road. Like, most jobs that you go into, like if you want to be a doctor or a nurse or, I don't know, a traffic controller, there's like a guide on how to do it, how to get there. But if you're an artist, there's no direction set out for you. You have to figure out where you want to go. You have to completely understand why you want to go in that direction. And you have to like lay out the road, pour the concrete, lay out the road. It's not going to be done for you. And I think, having looked back on my journey as an artist, one of the things that I think is most important throughout my journey getting here and where I will head to in the future, hopefully, is having a strong sense of self, having a strong identity. I think I've seen a lot of people who critique themselves too harshly, didn't know who they wanted to be outside of art. Like, I'm not even talking about art right now, right? I'm talking about who you are as a person, as an individual. If you're an artist, it is so important to know who you want to be. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense probably, but like, you need to know what you love doing, what you're interested in, how you want to be. Like, do you want to be this like really crazy person that loves talking nonstop and is like free and loose and has this childlike imagination? Or do you want to be like a serious, reserved individual that's like very reclusive and sinister and doesn't share very much? Like, at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong. And people are, along the way, they're going to critique you every day. Like, you're going to have friends be like, why are you doing this? Why this? Why that? Are you okay? Like, all these things. You're going to lose friends because you're an artist. Like, trust me, that happens, guys. I know that maybe seems really harsh and cold and whatever, but it does happen. People are like that. People will cut you out because they don't like what you're doing for some reason, because it doesn't gel with who they are. I always thought that was just a story, but since I became an artist, I really realized, like, you cannot think about what people think about you when you want to make art. You have to be like, there's the world, this is me, I don't think about that, right? Just follow you. Always follow you. DA. Oh, DA is Dark Academia. Got it. It's such a cool style, right? On the weekend, my mom and I were trying to figure out what was our dream interior design styles for like house decorating. And we did some quizzes, some online quizzes. Like, I obviously already know what mine is, what era and like what like style, but my mum was a little bit more unsure because she felt like hers was slightly all over the place. And so we did some quizzes, and I went first. I did the quiz, filled in all the things, picked my favorite styles, and then it spat out that I like Victorian furniture. I like Victorian style interior design. No surprise, but it was really interesting. You're having this exact same discussion with your friend Kat about a mutual friend who is struggling to stream but is failing to realize what they need to do to achieve the desired results. Are they struggling to be themselves, Dover? In your opinion, it can also be important to critique who you are, or more to the point, what you're doing, even somewhat harshly. Just don't appease. Yeah. After all, the self-criticism, just don't compromise what you really care about. Exactly. Like, it's important to take critique on board, but also don't let it change who you are. And if something really, really matters to you, don't change that. Don't change it. You're going to find your groups that appreciate what you do. Like, there's been so many people that I followed over the years, and I thought to myself, like, gosh, they could have been like so good doing this thing this way. They could be so popular if they did this. And they could be. Like, truthfully, if they molded themselves to become mainstream, they could probably be huge, right? But they chose not to. They chose to just do what they are and what they care about. And I think that is becoming so rare these days. We are in such a competitive environment with, like, just even AI, and like social media isn't what it used to be. I used to get, guys, like 500 likes in one day for posting the trashiest art. Like, I look back on the art that I posted back then, I was like, how on earth did I get such good traction on this post? And now, guys, I can post an oil painting, right? That is a million times the skill level of what I did back then. And it takes me so much longer to work on. And I don't know, I might get like sometimes 50, sometimes 75. And you guys will hear that from every single artist now. Social media has changed. It is not about you. And it's not about how good your work is. It's just the way that it is. It is super competitive and super disheartening. And to be quite honest with you guys, I've just literally stopped trying to make a success out of Instagram. It's just a dead end street that I'm never gonna reach. I don't have time for it. I should check out Helena Garcia. She does some amazing decorating work. Yeah, could you? Are you on Discord, Princess? If you are on Discord, or you can DM me on Instagram as well. I know you're on Instagram. I just always forget who you are on Instagram because your username isn't Princess Sparklefarts, and so I'm like, I forget who you are. And then whenever I come across your profile, I'm like, oh yes, now I remember. But yeah. Art is a particular journey nowadays, guys. You will drop me a Discord. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I fixed the two-rounded look that we had with these flowers. I think we've gotten them better. They just weren't feeling like they were in sync with the rest of the leaves. Like they were almost a different plant entirely. Uh, that and also a lot of envy and comparison with others in the field, way too many self-esteem issues. We could help him, but knowing him, any criticism will only have the opposite effect, sadly. Well, I have one thing to say to that, Dover, the whole comparing yourself to others thing. When it comes to art, like when I was at university, I studied with a whole group of different artists, right? So let's say like I had made art my entire life, right? So I had a certain level of skill developed up. Then there was another artist who was like way better than me. And he had probably done a lot more, like practiced a lot more, put a lot more effort in, grown his talents a lot more. And then there were people who were like less skilled than me. And they had maybe just started making art the last 2 years or so, or only just started when they went to university. So there was like a whole range of different skill levels that attended university. And I remember some of my friends saying that, why should I study art? Like, this person is so much better than me. I will never be as good as them. They're already like way beyond me. And like, I started noticing like a bunch of us feeling very similar. Like, I felt the same looking at people that were better than I was. But at the end of the day, every single one of us graduated making entirely different types of art, like different styles, different messages, different emotions. It was not the same at all. So we weren't really competing. Not at all. Like, artists don't really compete. Maybe like you'll find there's someone out there that does what you do. But at the end of the day, you have a personality in you and it's unique to you. No one else is ever going to have the thoughts that you have, the dreams, the stories you have to tell, the journey you've been through. And so the art that you make is always going to be unique to you. So the way to see it is not that you're competing with other people, but rather that you have a voice and you have to practice that voice as much as possible, right? You have that unique voice and you have to grow it. You have this opportunity to share that with the world. Only you can share that with the world. No one else can offer what you do. And you owe it to yourself and everybody else to practice that gift, that voice as best as possible, to get the skill of that voice as best as possible, right? It's kind of like, I don't know, like let's say I'm trying to think of two actors right now. Like let's say Brad Pitt was competing against Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Do you guys really think Leonardo DiCaprio is competing with Brad Pitt? He's not, right? Like they have totally different vibes. And can you imagine if Brad Pitt saw Leonardo DiCaprio and he was like, I'm never gonna be as good of an actor. Like, I look at what he does, look at everything he's winning or whatever. I'm nowhere near as good as him. And Brad Pitt decided, oh, I'm just gonna give up. I'll never be that good. I'll never be like Leo, right? And he decided to stop acting, right? And then what would we have? We would have all Leo's amazing movies, right? But would we have what Brad Pitt gave us? No, because he stopped acting. He stopped creating, right? He decided he's not good enough. He's just gonna give up. And so the whole world would be missing what he could have given us. Would be missing his voice. That's you. That's you when you look at other people and you compare and you think, I'm never going to be good enough. You're robbing yourself and the world of that creative joy. So just keep that in mind whenever you like try to compare yourself to others. You're the only you, okay? And remember that. It's so true. So yeah, that's my piece of advice when it comes to comparison. Definitely. Comparison is the thief of joy. Exactly, exactly. I will say this. What you should be doing, right? Look at your art where it's at now. Look at your art from 10 years ago and judge yourself. Compete with yourself at all times. You are your own competitor. Your old self is competing with your new self, okay? And just make sure that at all times you are trying to grow. You look at your old art and you're going, how can I be better? How can I grow this? How can I don't know, improve, right? And that is who you should be competing with 24/7. And trust me, that is enough competition to deal with. It's enough. The speech is 100% accurate. Thank you. I hope so. I hope it can really like prevent people from giving up on being creative, because I've just seen so many people give up because of that reason. That and social media. Oh my gosh. Social media is like useless, guys. I can guarantee you, like you might think I would be a successful artist if I just had this amount of following, okay? I will tell you that that's a load of trash. There are artists who have like 180,000 followers and they cannot earn a living off their art. And then there are people who have like 3,000 followers and they're thriving. Okay, so how many people you have, it doesn't dictate how successful your art is or how quickly you can like live off your art or any of that. Like honestly, I've reached a point now where I rather just like have a day job on the side than try to like please social media or some algorithm, because when you try to do that too much, you will reach a point where you are just trying to make viral content and you're no longer making art, and that's kind of like besides the point. So you got to just figure out what you want to do. I wish I knew like a lot of these things when I started out. I feel like I frustrated myself so much when I was younger trying to like grow and be things, and I honestly look back on that and I'm like, that is time that was wasted. That was time that was wasted where I could have just done my own thing. And I know that we all, will all be at a certain level of journey in our lives with everything. And sometimes we have to just learn from our mistakes. So, like, I did have people telling me things along the way, and I'll just honestly say, like, I didn't understand what they meant when they told me these things. And after having been through them, like, I have a better understanding what they actually meant. Sometimes you have to go through it to really understand. You can't just believe someone. Like, I always thought the artist that was saying, don't focus on growth, I thought they were gatekeeping. I thought they were just, like, hiding it from the rest of us because they didn't want us to join in and be part of their little club. But that's really not the case. It is so true. Like, chasing algorithms and all these things, there's no secret, guys. And honestly, I've been doing it for 15 years. I feel like I would have found the secret by now. Screw all that. If you're not the best at whatever you're doing, you're not doing it. Just kidding. I know that feeling though. Perfectionism is like a hard master. It's like this little piece of chocolate that you constantly see before you, right? Same goes for creating YouTube videos and also your overall persona when streaming, right? Yeah, exactly, Doba. It's it's really just, yeah, it's hard. I think it all comes together, like streaming, making art, presenting yourself online. I can't imagine having tried that when I was a lot younger, before I didn't even know what I who I was or what I wanted to do. I feel like I was all over the place back then, and I think it's always going to show in your work until you find out who you are. So I would say for every artist, my number one piece of advice is not grow your skill. It's actually, well, it would be consistent. Be as consistent as you can, but truly figure out who you are. I think that is probably the most important thing. Figure out who you are, be true to who you are, and be consistent. Practice every day. I think those are probably like the 3 top most important things. You were going to raid me, but my settings don't allow it. You didn't have any viewers anyway, so it's just you anyway. Oh, thank you, Max. I appreciate that. I think we had like a block on. We had a block on for more than 2 viewers or something, because we got constantly raided by this like I think it was like a younger individual, and she would like constantly raid us with nobody, and then I would have to like do a whole raid thing when it's just one person, and I didn't want to keep disrupting streams when we aren't actually welcoming a community, and so we turned it off. And now it's like, I think 3 people. I will have to make a quick break, guys. My mum has just come to visit me, so I will quickly be right back.
Hey ghosties! September is the start of my busiest time of the year. I finally caught up with work, went on cool adventures, and started a challenging new goal. I hope you'll enjoy this month's journey with me. My fiance Jacob took me out for a belated birthday date. We went out to an indoor mini golf course called Holy Moly. We started off by picking a coloured ball from these Beaver gumball machines. The whole course was themed. It was so cool to see how they had set up each part of it. Everything had a 90s vibe with neon signs and nostalgic memorabilia. I felt like we were Mike and Eleven from Stranger Things. I was amazed at all the details put into each part of the course. The Pac-Man course had fluorescent paint that glowed under the cool lights. I loved the wall graffiti. This was like bank robbers raiding a money vault. You press a button and all the money goes flying. Some parts of the course had interesting maneuvers. Jacob did pretty well on this one. One of the most unique parts of the course was the vinyl record player. If you got the ball into the hole in the record, you gained a better position in the final section. Unfortunately, I did not make it. One of my favourite parts of the course was this barbecue. It was a horror theme filled with headless or barbecued Barbie dolls. I think the coolest theme was this Willy Wonka course. You press this button to float your ball through the tube. It was so cool.
Oh, she found it.
I found one.
No. It goes in the middle. And you might not see that one because I've seen it like rotate on that princess.
Whoa! It's gonna fall.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm gonna win.
It's gonna fall. I can see it. There's nothing else to do. So awful.
You've already moved that one halfway out. You have to do that one.
We had so much fun here and we'll definitely be going back. I started something I've been wanting to take on for years now. Once again, I'm undertaking drawing, but this time I'm adding all 31 prompts into one drawing. The first little character I drew as my spooky self-portrait, so I turned myself into a Victorian ghost. The paper is as wide as A2, but cut shorter in height. I set out with no plan, just winging each character as I go. Adding the first character to the paper was definitely the hardest part. There's something weirdly eerie and intimidating about a blank sheet of paper. I feel like every artist can relate. My plan was to make her semi-translucent so she would be noticeably ghost-like. This meant I had to make sure I didn't go too dark with my graphite. I needed to leave levels of depth for the other characters to appear darker. I've been obsessed with drawing puffy dresses with puffy sleeves for a while now. I sometimes wish we could all go back to this era of fashion. Eyebrows and eyes are probably the most important features of a character's face. I always look forward to doing them most because they change the character's whole personality. I came across a really cool quote the other day. Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "And those who were seen dancing was thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." It holds such truth to so many creative tendencies. Sometimes our artistic outlets aren't immediately appreciated by others, often because they can't hear our music. I think it's an important reminder that we need...
Alright. We're back. Oh no. Is that video still playing, guys? No. Hopefully not. I think not. I think we're all good. I think we're there. But yeah, guys, my mum just came in to say hello. And I gave her some flowers. And I showed her the Goldie eggs. So that was really exciting because I'm worried they're going to maybe like hatch or something before she gets to see them. But yeah. Your friend Kat also made this point about how if there are only 5 to 6 viewers in your stream compared to someone similar having 50 to 60, it's important to acknowledge that it's still 5 to 6 people who decided to spend time with you, right? Yeah, well, that's the thing, Dover, like... I've had like a few hundred people watching me at times, and in some ways, like, I'll be honest with you guys, it's actually nicer when you've just got like a smaller group of people following you. Like, you actually enjoy it more because you can read everyone's chats more, spend one-on-one with everyone, and there's less stress. And at the end of the day, the stream, like, I know that it's marketing and you have to make money off this as well. But I think that if your art is really genuine and interesting, people are going to follow it no matter what. And even if you have like 100 people on one day and you only have 4 or 5 on the other day, it's like, it doesn't mean anything. But yeah, it's so true. Like, though you can be supported by only a few loyal followers, you don't need hundreds. You had trouble with people exploiting it to get attention. Yeah, exactly. Not that you have. But yes, it was more just like this person would like repeatedly raid us every single day with only themselves, and they would stream for like maybe 10 minutes and then they would raid us. So it just became a bit of a problem. But yes. I'm like almost done with this, guys. I'm so close to finishing it. So once I'm done with all these illustrations, I'm making a herb and spice jar sticker set, and it will be labels for sale in my store. And basically I am going to sell the little jars as well as just the stickers. You guys can choose. If you already have jars of your own and you want my stickers for them and you don't want to have like the whole my jars that I'm going to be selling, you can just buy the stickers. I will sell the stickers separately. Or if you want to buy the jars that I've designed them for, you can you know, buy the actual jars as well. Shipping is also going to be difficult if it's like international or whatever. So they're not too heavy though. The jars are not too heavy. So I think it's okay. You gotta do some shopkeeping. No worries. Thank you. There should be one for July Dover. I am terrible. I have not updated. I updated the link. I think that is the one for July, maybe. And I never updated the you know, the name July. It's just, I think that is the right link. It's coming along really well. Another for the beautiful collection I'm building. Thank you. I hope so. I hope so. I'm really loving it. Absolutely loving it. So yeah, I think we're there, guys. I just want to refine this stem a little. And then eventually we're going to need to like do the watercolor process as well. So lots and lots to do. Also guys, don't miss out. The exclusive live stream for patrons and subs is tomorrow. And I'm going to be working on an illustration of Boogie and Phoebe. I'll show you guys quickly. We're done with this one, guys. We've finished mustard. We've finished mustard. All right. Time to show you guys what tomorrow is going to be all about. Tomorrow is a very special stream, guys. It's my exclusive live stream for my patrons and my subs. And we're going to be working on stuff like this. This is my exclusive story about Poogie and Phoebe. It's a little witch and her pet piglet. And I should show you guys down here. A bit easier. So Poogie and Phoebe, it's a story about a little witch and her pet piglet, and the little piglet, guys, he is full of mischief, and in this illustration she has basically taught him to fly, or she concocted a spell to make him fly. So the process of this piece is only shared on my Patreon. I don't share it anywhere else, and you guys become, you know, part of that journey of me creating this entire storybook. So these live streams are only shared for patrons and subs because the content is private. So if you guys want to attend tomorrow's live stream, do go check it out, guys. Turn on your notifications on the schedule link that I just shared. If you're a patron, you can also attend that live stream in Discord. If you're a sub, you can do the same. Notifications are available in Discord as well, so you guys can check it out on there. But yeah, since this is going to be a very exclusive stream as well, I would encourage you guys to draw alongside me. So if you guys want to, like, for example, if you guys want to join me and work on something, you can work on your own little witch drawing, or you can work on a longer term project that you've been taking on. And basically, because I have the opportunity to like be more one-on-one with you guys, if you want to ask me for like critique or you know, some advice or anything, career advice or art advice or whatever, or if you guys just want to have some promotion while I'm there, let me know. You guys can actually turn on your video cameras if you like, and we can all see what you are working on along the way. You don't have to. You can just join like a normal stream, or you can choose to draw alongside with us. So it's really up to you guys. But yes, if you're interested in supporting me in the long run and attending these live streams, check out Patreon. That is where all the good stuff happens. I'm also sending out a monthly postcard to you guys on Patreon, and I'm probably going to send that out on Friday. I'm trying to aim for that. So looking forward to getting that done on Friday. But yes, the other way you guys can support me is by purchasing my artwork through my shop. Everything ships out from this studio except the merch items that have to be printed, you know, like the t-shirts and the mugs and things like that. But all the prints and the candles, everything else, I ship out from my studio. So you will receive a handwritten card by me and everything else. But yeah, they all ship from Australia, so keep in mind it does take a while. Definitely takes its sweet time. Let's see who we can find to raid through. It is time for me to head off, guys, because at 2 o'clock I actually have a client meeting. So I have to like pack up, clean up, scan all this stuff in, and oh, guys, we can raid Pinion. We can raid Pinion. Heck yeah, we're raiding Pinion. Pinion Paint. Guys, Pinion is an incredible artist.
I'd agree.
Incredible artist. And you guys are gonna love it there. She paints birds and shrimps. So we're going to give her a hello. She's also from Australia. She's just currently living in the States. But yes, I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out with me today and being part of the amazing conversations we were able to have. You guys kept me company, so thank you for that. And I will see you guys on time tomorrow for that exclusive live stream. So hopefully you guys can make it. See you guys tomorrow.